Another day, another chance, another way, another dance. Today I'll be discussing a new topic I'll be discussing one. This is gonna be based on something called hypertext markup X, right? And this is probably like is what you know as HTMX. So I'll be doing HTMX now. So between chapter 1, the HTMX crash course, extend HTML. Let's get it. Let's go. Okay. Right. So yeah. Let's do this now. Right. So obviously chapter 1, introduction to HTMX. Okay. So in this short book, we're going to be looking at and experimenting with HTMX, right? So it's a small JavaScript library. So HTMX is pretty much like a library, so hypertext markup library that allows people to create dynamic front ends without having to write any JavaScript at all. So we can do this using special attributes in our HTML called hyperscript attributes. So what you do is, right, so for chapter 1, open integrated terminal. Make sure that you've installed Node, right? Make sure that you've installed it. So set execution policy Node. So you pretty much need to install Node in your web browser. Then after you install Node, you can install npm. Then it's gonna run an audit, right? Then in that audit, it's gonna require you to do npm start fund, npm fund, and npm audit fix. So that's what it's gonna require. So that's what you're gonna do. So I'm pretty much gonna elaborate, right, on this. So for your chapter 1, you got your node modules. So these are modules that you've got, right, from your node .js app, right? So that's what you've got. So node, you got the different tags, right, or the different like prompts, tags and prompts. So your node modules. So your different node modules, right? Modules, pretty much different modules that are used from node, right? So node, so you got your public, so you've got your module, right? So in this module, what you've got here is your button. So you've got your doc. Obviously, don't forget here in HTML, control, shift, exclamation mark, enter. That's gonna run this doc type HTML language English, head, meta chart. So this pretty much gets run when you do the exclamation mark and enter it on your HTML page. So you got your head, body, and then what you've got here, right, is your script source. So your script source is bootstrap, yada yada yada. Control click, visit the bootstrap, right? So here's the bootstrap. So this is like the HTMX language. So this is the language that you're dealing with here. So this is pretty much got like HTML language, but it's pretty much configured to a library. So this is what your computer reads. So obviously you know the computers don't read English, right? You're very smart with them. So this is what your computer pretty much reads. So it reads that, so that's your language, right? Then what else you've got here is you've got your different packages, right? So this is the package that from JSON, right? So let's search what JSON is, right? JSON. I don't know what it is, but I want you guys to see it for yourself. So JSON is pretty much a file format. It's short for JavaScript object notation, pretty much a data format that's popular for data interchange, especially on the web. Text-based format that both human readable and easy for machines to parse, basically. So JSON uses name value pairs and arrays structured data. So pretty much make sure that us humans and the computer can read this, right, with fluency and also a sense of like knowledge of what we're reading. So this is like your debug scripts, Nodeman, server.js. So this is pretty much what your computer needs to be able to read what you've got. So you got your logs right? Packages, node modules resolved. So these are like the node packages that you've got here, right? So then packages, so let's search what a package is. So it's pretty much the npm that you've installed, right? So a directory structure that contains a package file and all the files and subdirectories within that directory, right? This essential for defining the metadata of a Node.js package includes name, version dependencies, and other project-specific information, right? Log. Right, so pretty much it's used to lock down exact versions for all your project dependencies. This ensures consistent builds across different environments and help prevent version conflicts, as the file specifies the exact package versions that are installed. So that's what you've got here. So this is pretty much installed in your terminal. When you do npm install, it pretty much installs all of that. Yeah, your npm.js. So you need to install the npm to pretty much read out all of this. So this comes, this comes with the package. Pretty much comes with the node package, and then then your server. This is pretty much what gets run on your web browser. So it pretty much takes your index HTML, right, and runs everything on your web browser there. So it runs everything on a console, right? So server.js. So the main entry point for Node.js server application. Initialize server configures middleware, defines routes, and starts listening for incoming requests. Concept of server.js file can vary depending on the specific framework and libraries used, but generally follows a similar structure. So this pretty much sets everything up, the middleware and everything, and also reads incoming files. Does this pretty much get switched on in your terminal, right? This enables your terminal to run, right, app listener. So it pretty much listens to what new files are coming into your server. It pretty much gets running your terminal, right? It listens to your terminal, right? So everything gets run there. So that's your server. So what you want to do is you want to server.js, you want to run it, so So we need you to npm install. Oh, you know what happened? You what a silly mistake I did there. Instead of doing from chapter one, I did from my source code. Wow, what a silly mistake I made. Right, so okay, load, right? Okay, come on, terminal, right? So it's pretty much syntax. Otherwise, you're supposed to run. You're supposed to run terminal. The thing was supposed to run. It's fine, Okay, it's fine. Right, so what I was supposed to do was add a button, right? Add a button. Well, I hope you pretty much got your simple syntax. So the server is ran on port 3000, index, so on and so forth.